Today we will be testing the Bollinger Bands Percentile plus STD channels. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel, where we will give you a list of winning indicators, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Bollinger Bands Percentile plus STD channels indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 87 different strategies, with 25 of them being winners. The best one so far was able to achieve an 80% win rate. We've also tested a total of 899 indicators, with 375 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We have also retested in the advanced testing 98 of the winning indicators. 35 of them have been able to maintain the winning status, the best to a 76% win rate. Now, if you are interested in a full list of these indicators and strategies along with their win rates, we've compiled all that information into spreadsheets, which you will get when you become a patron of the channel. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Alright, so today we are testing the Bollinger Bands Percentile plus STD channels, and you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. And so we tested this one actually on the last video that we did a indicator test on. And so what we were looking for in that video was the arrows, the red arrows and green arrows. And so when we got a red arrow, we went short. When we got a green arrow, we went long. Now, I said in that video that we'd probably end up testing it a few other ways, and we would kind of revisit it. And so I figured I would go ahead and try again with a little bit of a different method here. And so in the on the indicator page, the creator of the indicator specifically says that when the oscillating line here breaks into the upper kind of red area or down into the lower green area, then that is going to be a sign of momentum, either to the upside or to the downside. And so, for example, when we get a break to the upside here, that would be a signal to go long. And that's what we're looking for there. And then when we get a break to the downside here, that's going to be a signal to go shorts. And so when we break into the upper zone or the lower zone. And so, again, that's what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. Alright, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal. We get that break down here into the green zone on the lower side here, and you can see that we immediately make a push back to the upside, just a small correction there before we then roll over and make a push to the downside. And so unfortunately, in that little push to the upside there, that little pullback was enough to come back and stop us out. So let's go ahead and continue on. Alright, so we picked up a long signal right here on this one as we get that break to the upside right here. And you can see that we make a little bit of a push to the upside there, and it got close to hitting our take profit before it then rolled over and made this push to the downside. And unfortunately, it missed our take profit and it did come down and stop us out. And then we pick up a short right here on this one. Again, a little bit of a push to the downside on this long wick before it then pushes back up and once again stops us out. So let's go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, if you are interested in a profitable trading strategy, I highly recommend you check out the strategy that we have developed here on the channel after testing hundreds of indicators and strategies. I will put a thumbnail of it up on screen right now. This is the thumbnail to the video. I'll link to it up in the corner and at the end of this video with the same thumbnail. It is a proven profitable trading strategy, again, that we developed here on the channel. We have back tested and forward tested. We're constantly tweaking and optimizing it and making it better. And here just recently released in a custom indicator that we built specifically designated for this particular strategy. It's an all-in-one custom indicator with all kinds of awesome features and really cool stuff to help get the most out of the strategy that you can. Another thing that we're working on, have been working on for a while, is automating a strategy. We were working on automating the strategy I just mentioned, but it's being a little challenging to get it to work quite right. But we have successfully automated a strategy in partnership with Mike from Upright Trading. He is one of our admins on our Discord server. He created a strategy that I have successfully automated. I spent many hours finding the right settings for the automation and getting the whole automation set up, the whole coding and everything in place. I'm currently running a forward live test on it now on a demo market. And in the next few weeks, I'll be looking to pick a couple handful of patrons to also help with the testing process, so that way we can work out any kinks and bugs before we release it to everyone else. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. So scroll this back a little bit. Quite a few trades within the 1 year's time. Let's get this in focus right here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and count it out, see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So we have 21 trades altogether, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seven winning trades. And so that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. And so all in all, I think this one actually did worse than the original one. But again, as we've ran into a few times before, so the stop and take profit on this particular pair is a little bit kind of snug. And so there were some moments where it did give a pretty valid signal in the right direction, but because the take profit and stop, specifically the stop, was so tight, then it would get stopped out before it actually then went in that direction. And so I don't think it would have gotten us necessarily to the 60% if they wouldn't have been so snug, because it did have such a low win rate in this particular case. But it is, worth noting in this particular case. Now we might test it at least one other way eventually, pull it back up and try that particular way, but we'll see. So for now, it's going to go on the no list or stay on the no list. I believe it was already on it, and we will move on to the next video from here.